Greetings lords and ladies, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm running you through part 1 of my epic and tasty playthrough of Watch Dogs Legion. Let's get right to it. So I started as great value James Bond. We'll call him Bames Nond for now. I was tasked with infiltrating Parliament to defuse a bomb. The reason for this conveniently left out because otherwise how would there be a cool villain reveal? I entered stealthily, awkwardly taking cover against every other object like I imagine James Bond would do. I loved him in Mission Impossible. Taking down the masked men was a breeze. Like every Ubisoft game, you can insta-kill someone by sneaking up to them and pressing a button. This sneaking around was getting stressful, so to blow off some steam, I jumped onto my phone to play some Clash of Clans. I must have had a dodgy version of the app because I ended up killing everyone in the room. How unfortunate. I then stumbled upon the House of Commons, which was empty as usual. That is great accuracy, thank you Ubisoft. Only to find that the detonator for the Parliament bombs was sitting right in front of me. Bames Nond is clearly not very skilled because I had the entire IRA bearing down on our HQ and the room I was in within seconds of touching the keyboard. Luckily I had a gas mask on to protect me from their bullets. This did not work as I was heavily injured. I snorted some cocaine and just like that I was able to violently remove the enemies from the game with one-taps. It turns out that there were several bomb sites, which was a smart move because these terrorists couldn't fight their way out of a paper bag. By this point, I was wondering where Parliament security had gone because it seemed like they had snuck an entire army of undesirables in, as if it was some sort of Daily Mail conference. I got to the roof and disabled the countdown a second time, to Bames Nond's relief. However, the bombs just rearmed themselves again, which to be honest was getting a little old. Drones swooped in down from the sky to reveal a giant hologram of Bargain Bin Palpatine. It would seem that he had been resurrected a second time, much like the bomb countdown.
I can feel your anger. It gives you focus, makes you stronger.
Oh no, Bames Nond's had a stroke. Call the Bondulance. After the bombings, everything is pinned on DedSec, and the people turn to a literal cardboard cutout of a Steven Seagal budget movie villain for protection. The security firm Albion have taken control over most of London's policing, setting up checkpoints and surveillance drones in every square metre of the city. Between the riots and the excessive police force, London has seemingly become a war zone. I continued the game in the shoes of Mini Shelob the Spider, inside the old BT tower which is now Bloom HQ. Because of course it is.
Throw them in jail. Now I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
I hacked into the London CTOS server to find the last DedSec operative remaining in the field, of which I could choose from a list of procedurally generated maniacs. I chose Joe, our trade unionist mechanic, because he is a man of the people and has a nice wrench for bashing people's skulls. This man sounded exactly like the Greek voice actors in Odyssey. He said everything so gleefully, but it sounded very much like someone who was not Greek putting on an accent.
Okay.
So I went into some public toilets in search of drugs, but found money instead. I was disappointed but continued my journey towards the Earl's Fortune pub, opposite the Houses of Parliament, where DedSec headquarters supposedly resides. After powering up Bagley, our all-knowing AI friend slash overlord, and hearing him and my character spout some of the worst jokes I've ever heard,
Identify yourself, or I'll seal the exits, hack your optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
What a joker. I never write drunk.
I spoke to the leader of the resistance. She looked terrifying. I suspect she may have taken those drugs I was looking for earlier in the toilets.
Wow. You should be dead for sure. How come you're not?
My merry band of renegades was joined by a few non-randomly generated agents such as Tron Legacy, every TikTok gamer girl, and English Conor McGregor. I outfit my mechanic with the latest London fashion and sent him to our personal underground fighting ring, where I was tasked with beating a woman within an inch of her life in order to learn the basics of combat. I found that this was an appropriate message to have in the opening hour of the game, and would influence many of my decisions going forward,